Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining. Welcome to 1000 Road Trips. We have a special, wonderful guest from Visit Nebraska. His name is Ben Jones. Hello, Ben.
Hello, hello.
And Ben is going to take us through his top five must-hit spots in Nebraska. So, Ben, why don't you take it away? What would you start with? What would your number one be?
Awesome. So it's hard to narrow it down to just five, but I did my best. One I'm going to start with, it's Toadstool Geologic Park. It's way up in the northwest corner of Nebraska in the Panhandle. Nebraska is one of those states that has a panhandle, believe it or not. So this is actually Nebraska's little sliver of the Badlands. It is a collection of unusual geological formations in the shape of toadstools, thus the name. It's a really big fossil area. It's kind of referred to as a moonscape sometimes. It can kind of feel like you're on another planet when you're there. I've also had the privilege of being there at night to stargaze, which really makes it feel pretty alien, and it's really cool. The skies are very dark out there, so it's a good stargazing opportunity. There are hiking trails there. You can camp. It is a little bit off the beaten path. So if you're camping, you need to be sure to bring your own supplies, your own water, things like that. But it's one of those places that looks like it's kind of not of this earth. And a lot of people might not know that Nebraska has part of the Badlands.
Wow, very cool. All right. So what do you got for number two?
Number two, it's as much an event as a place, but it's the Sandhill crane migration. That takes place in central Nebraska along the Platte River. So the Sandhill cranes are a migratory bird, and this time of year they migrate from south to north, and they all stop over in droves along the Platte River to feed. Almost 1 million of them come every year, and they stop all at the same place in March and early April. So it's a really big bird watching experience. You can hear the birds before you see them. They're very, very loud and very chattery. So there's a lot of places along the river that you can stop to watch. It's good for whether you're a bird nerd. I know there's some people who are really into bird watching. I'm personally not as much, but it's still cool every time I get to go see it. And the people in the places who host it do a really good job of getting you by the river. You go in at sunset or sunrise. That's the best time to see them as they're coming and leaving. So it's kind of a one-of-a-kind nature experience.
Do you have to sign up for that? Is there it sounds like there are guides?
Yes, there's a couple ways you can do it. So if you're there in the spring when it's happening, you'll see them. I mean, you can't miss them.
Yeah.
And there's places you can just pull in along the river and watch. If you want more of an in-depth experience in one of those blinds, you are going to have to sign up ahead of time. Those typically open around the beginning of the year. And you kind of got to jump in on those because it's very popular.
Got it. Okay. And folks, we'll drop links to this in the description of this YouTube video too, so you can check this stuff out. Oh, that sounds really cool. Okay, Sandhill crane migration 2. What do you got for number 3?
Number 3, I have a roadside stop. It's called Carhenge. So I'm sure you're familiar with Stonehenge in England. This is Nebraska's version of Stonehenge. It's been around since the 1980s. A guy named Jim Renders in Alliance built it. He actually lived in England for a while, and he got to study Stonehenge up close. And he brought his own twist to Nebraska, where he built the exact same design, the same layout, everything to scale, right off of Highway 87.
Yep.
So originally the cars were all painted gray to be like the stones, but there's actually been a twist recently. Last summer, they started painting some of them. So they brought in some international artists from all over the place and influencers and let them go to town. So they did that with a few of them, and their plan is to do that kind of every year and do a few at a time. So you've got the original color and structures still intact, but also added a little bit of flair every time. So that's pretty neat.
Wow. All right. I've been to that one, but about 20 years ago. So I'd love to
Right.
again.
Yeah. A lot of people kind of have that story of maybe I was driving through Nebraska and it's right off the road and decided to stop there. So yeah, it's really ideal for that.
Oh, very cool. All right. How about number 4?
Number 4, I have a region called the Sandhills.
Okay.
That's in kind of the central part of the state. It's a really unique natural environment. It's grass stabilized sand dunes. So it's sand essentially with grass over the top. And it's kind of one of the largest environments of its type in the world. But it's these beautiful rolling hills that are really amazing to take in on a road trip. One of the best ways to do that is on the Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway that runs across a big chunk of the state. And some cool places to stop along here are the Niobrara River, Merritt Reservoir, Halsey National Forest, which there aren't naturally trees that grow in this area, but it's a hand-planted forest that's been around for a while. So this is kind of one of the environments that's sort of unique on Earth, and I think it's pretty cool that it's in Nebraska.
Very cool. Yeah, yeah. I've driven through there too, and it's breathtaking. Great. Okay, and wrapping up with number 5 is.
Well, number 5, I'd be remiss if I didn't include one of our cities, so I'll go with Omaha.
Nice.
Omaha's Nebraska's biggest city. Metro is about 1 million. It's on the eastern part of the state along the Missouri River. It is famous for a few things. It hosts the College World Series every year, which is a lot of fun. It has the Henry Dorley Zoo and Aquarium, which is consistently ranked as one of the top, if not the top zoos in the world. And that one is constantly adding and growing things. So that's a lot of fun. It's home to a lot of festivals. Cinco de Mayo in May. It's one of the region's biggest Cinco de Mayo festivals. It's also the place where you'll find a lot of the best food in Nebraska. It's a really, really cool culinary hub. So people might think of Nebraska as being sparsely populated, but it's got some fun big city stuff going on too.
Yeah, definitely, in my opinion, and it's one of the reasons I was so thrilled you wanted to have this. I think Nebraska's just a hidden. A lot of people don't know just how amazing it is. It's a gorgeous state, and I find it varied. Like driving from one end to the other is not, just raw plains. It's beautiful and has a lot to offer.
Sounds like you're in on the secret.
Oh, I love Nebraska. I haven't been in a while, but it's one of my favorite. As someone who loves road trips, it's one of my favorite states to, top 5 states to road trip through for sure.
Wow.
So, okay, let me just to wrap it up, I've got for 5 must-hit spots in Nebraska. I've got 1, Toadstool Geologic Park up in the Panhandle. That is wonderful. Yep. I've never heard of that. 2, I've got the Sandhill crane migration in March and April.
Right.
3 is the world famous Carhenge, which continues to evolve and become more and more wonderful. 4 is the Sandhills themselves, which is just a gorgeous place to be. And 5 is Omaha, home of College World Series, all kinds of great festivals, a world-class zoo and aquarium, and all kinds of really wonderful food and things like that. All right. Thank you so much, Ben. And folks, get on out there on the road and get your butt to Nebraska, because you won't regret it. It's a dynamite state and well worth the visit and stopping in some of these spots.